Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
Good evening. Sorry. Good afternoon. Good morning. Welcome to Cross Examinations Live. I'm so sorry. I am so late. Monday. No, I've been dealing with the great Bitcoin crash of last night and this morning. Fuzzy's here says, let's get proctological. We don't have to do that right away, Fuzzy Creature. Let's instead, Flying Saucer says, rolling eyes, doesn't want to talk about it. Sorry, I've also been working on this page, which I really want to show you, but I can't because it's a great, big, huge spoiler. Page 44. Page 44. Oh, so close. I'm so close to finished. And then, what am I going to do? Well, I should be helping with the launch of Shadow of the Conqueror, but I mean, I will be, obviously. But when I'm done with this Atomic Family, I'm going to get started on Atomic Family. So did you have to sell off the kids to cover the spread? No. Examinations, explorations, investigations, interrogations. That's what we do here. And I totally forgot to take a shower. My hair doesn't look too shiny. Shiny! Man, I was at a gas station the other day renting that U-Haul for that couch. This person didn't look like she'd washed her hair for a while. So I don't want to look like that. I think this is about as greasy as I want to look coming on my show. Gary's on page 50 and counting. Well, Animal Farm is public domain. I could do a real quick, kind of like I did with Maga 7. I could do a Animal Farm, all digital, whip, bip, flip it, frap it. It would be fun just crank something out real quick like that. All digital. I mean, look, I was going to do Atomic Family all digital too, but boy, Animal Farm might be fun, huh? That's a good idea. Because I could also package that with Maga 7. All right. I do need to get this done in the can before I start thinking about launching another campaign, because I've got 2 campaigns up. They have not fulfilled, obviously. So that always kind of puts a kibosh. But as long as I think all the pencil and inks are done on both of these, and then I launch another campaign, I don't think that's a problem, right? I think if you're going to do it, you should do it full with Edwin writing. I've never seen Edwin adapt a book before. I've adapted several books before. I don't know why you're hating on my writing. Whatever. Also, an Animal Farm for kids. Teach them to stay away from communism. Yes. I could get Christian schools to buy it in droves. Actually, this is a good idea. I do 1984, but a lot of risque stuff in 1984, so I don't know if that's a good idea. Make it as much of a warning sign as it can be. Of course, thankfully, it's not a long book. Not hating on your writing. When you're telling a writer to get another writer for his project, it's generally not taken as a compliment. At any rate. Yeah, so I got caught up in this long last night. And I mean like all the signals were green. Buy signals. Buy. It was looking like we were going to be hitting a major uptrend in a matter of hours. So it was a great time to get in. And then this rumor Okay, so remember that? I don't. Maybe you guys don't remember. There was a dip, a big freaking crash and dip, like last week or two, a week or two ago. It was because $1 billion got transferred to this exchange, the Winklevoss twins exchange, Gemini, and it crashed the market just out of the blue, right? Just same thing last that time. It was like everything looked good, and then bam, $1 billion got moved onto an exchange. Generally speaking, when money goes from cold storage to exchanges, it's because people are going to dump it, right? They're going to sell it on the market. This time, the money, there was no cold storage movement onto the exchange. It was all internal exchanging, but the rumor repeated. So all of the green signals, all the buy signals, everything just freaking got thrown out the window in the market. And I'm stuck. I'm stuck in this trade. So thankfully it didn't, I'm not liquidated on it. I was using very low leverage. But now I'm sitting here waiting for it to come back up. And I tell you what, it's annoying. It's just very, very annoying. It was actually a stressful time because you don't know. You're sitting there watching. You watch it go down, 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 and you're like, "What is happening?" And you realize it's just. Remember when? Because it's $1 billion, and you're like, "It's $1 billion. It's only $1 billion. What difference does that make?" Well, when Elon Musk put $1.5 billion into the market, like he announced that he had bought $1.5 billion. The market went up $250 billion from a $1.5 billion investment. So when you've got, obviously, I don't know if it came down that much. I don't actually know. But you get the opposite effect when you hear that $1 billion is going to be dumped. Yeah, I'm trading options, Frank. Make Napoleon look like Bernie Sanders. Shouldn't I just make him look like a pig? I'd want to see the authoritative version, the version that everybody should want. Yeah, okay. You made 10K in a day again. I said last week I'm not going to talk about numbers anymore. So, holy late examinations. I know, I do. I do apologize. Dang, I'm too afraid to touch options. Well, yeah, I'm going to, after this, because I don't want to get stuck in a trade again. It's too much stress. I just want to be in and out, in and out. So, what are we talking about? I'm new. What's up, Sam? Welcome to the potty. Right now, we're just talking about trading Bitcoin options, futures, whatever you call it. In other words, he dropped 10K. No numbers. That's okay. Just got out of work. That's good. No, avoid contemporary politics. I want this to last time. All right. Well, when does the contract expire? It doesn't. It's open. Until the fees gobble up all whatever the liquidity that's in there. I was just watching Sargon's interview with Shadiversity. I put it on because I saw Mike was on. Oh, you put it on pause. Yeah, that's a good interview. I like that. Looking at the chart, it could turn around in the next 24 hours. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't even want to look at it while I'm streaming because I know I'm down. And I actually had a sell short at just under 53,000, and there's a lot of support at 53,000. So I had the stop loss set there. If it goes below that, then it saves the rest of my money. But yeah, it came right down to 53 and then started going back up. But you don't know. That could be a dead cat bounce. Could just bounce off that, then come up, and then go right back down. So I'm not going to stress it too much. The typical flow is a witty introduction, 20 minutes of Bitcoin, 5 minutes of random squirrels, 30 minutes of scripture with embedded squirrels. Fair call. Fair enough. Too bad I missed it live. Yeah. So, anyways, that was it. Let's see. What did we do this weekend? We had church. We got the couch. That was last week. Gosh, I can't even recall past the stress of getting stuck in this freaking trade. I don't want a long anymore. I don't want a long and then I knew it because I did it before and then I couldn't sleep. And so the last time I did it, I got up in the middle of the night and just sold out my things because I just didn't want it. I didn't want to be in a trade while I'm asleep. So I should have just noped out last night, but I didn't. So actually where I was last night, where I was this morning was pretty much the same place. So, but I did put those stop losses in. I don't understand. You're talking about the thing. As a single and hopeless male, I agree at large with it, but disagree with the specific to it. What? Calliope. You're talking about the whole thing? Them diamond hands. Yeah. Are the figs coming out again in the front garden? No. In fact, I just pruned the tree, or at least about 70% of it. So we should be getting some new shoots. Sam says, I'm just getting into Bitcoin. I don't know too much about it. This will be fun. Well, if you have any questions, this is the place. Some of the people get a little irritated with me talking about Bitcoin a little bit too much, but hey, if there's anything else you want to ask, feel free. As you can tell, I'm still a Trump supporter. He's still my president. Still my president. Talk about the figs in my front yard. Talk about I'm taking these well, I guess I don't know enough about them to talk about them, but my wife has me on these pills that will kind of reset my immune system in the hopes that it can even get rid of some of my allergies. Strange stuff, huh? I mean, I could show it, but it's, you know what? I should learn about it. And then I can talk about it. I don't want to talk about something that, what is Bitcoin backed by? It's an interesting way to phrase a question. It is backed by the community of backers. Functionally, it is backed by the blockchain, right? But really, the dollar value backing of Bitcoin is simply the faith and trust people have in the technology itself and in it as an asset. And I mean, it's a $1 trillion asset at this point, and it is a deflationary currency, which it's the first deflationary currency in the history of the planet. Seedfan says nothing. The answer is nothing. Updog says stupidity. Not by gold, I'll tell you. Yeah, nothing is backed by gold. 50 years this year. All of the currencies on the planet have been fiat for 50 years. I want to learn more about NFTs. What do you know about them? Eric, I did a whole show on NFTs last week. I don't want to regurgitate it. Can you just go back and watch that after this is done? The dollar is just a confidence scam. The dollar is worse than a confidence scam. The dollar is a Ponzi scheme. Yeah, in 1971, August, this 50 years this year, they took the dollar. Richard Nixon, dummy, took the dollar off the gold standard and henceforth, because all of the dollar was pegged to gold, and all of the other world currencies were pegged to the dollar because the dollar was pegged to gold. And then after Nixon decoupled the dollar from gold, it functionally made all of the world currencies fiat. It's all just based on the faith and belief that people share that a dollar has the purchasing power of a dollar. Of course, the dollar today has about this much of the purchasing power of the dollar from 1971 and has a minuscule amount from when we instituted the Fed. So who created Bitcoin? Well, the Bitcoin white paper, which is basically the blueprint for the concept and the design of Bitcoin, was created by a anonymous person or persons who went by the name Satoshi Nakamoto, who I believe is actually Sergei Nazarov. Sergei Nazarov. But that's another story. And then he was in a group of cypherpunks, which is like a group of like I don't know, basically hackers, right? They are like not anarchists, but like libertarian-minded hackers who he was on a message board with these groups, and he put it out there. He shared the white paper, and he asked if some people would want to help him. So a handful of these people got together, and they started writing out the code that would become the Bitcoin blockchain. And that's how it began. And then about when it was done, Satoshi Nakamoto said, all right, I got other things I want to do, so I leave Bitcoin in your capable hands. And he noped out. And I believe he went to go start Chainlink. So, yeah, that is who created Bitcoin. Jay says, I have way more faith in crypto than I do in the dollar. Yup. P Money says, I was talking to somebody about the Apocrypha, and he had a question, and I said, I'd ask my internet small group, is it blasphemy to study the Apocrypha? No. Why would it be? They are historical Jewish books. They are not prophetic, but that doesn't take their importance away. That doesn't necessarily mean everything in it is true either. But, they have been around and they were read as part of they were never canon in Judaism, which is why I always marvel at the idea of them being included as canon in the scriptures, because they don't meet some of the necessary functions. I don't know, not functions, some of the necessary like hallmarks of scripture, one of them being prophecy. I heard King Biden is reversing 1776. His very presence in the White House took away representation, and he's bringing in a raft of big tax rise. Yeah. Not sure if you mentioned it. I'll watch the show from earlier later. But how are you with the idea that an NFT takes the amount of power to make as the average person uses in 2 days? Is that sketch numbers? That's dumb. No, it doesn't. What? Minting one NFT? No. That doesn't make any sense at all. I mean, it just has to go. It's just one calculation. No, I can't see that as possible. No. I'd like to see where you found that. Frank says the Apocrypha provides decent historical insight. Yeah. What's Bitcoin up to now? 60 plus. I don't even want to look, Jim. I told you I'm not going to look at the charts while I'm doing the show. That is strange that some of the Apocrypha isn't in Jewish canon, since they place such high prominence on some of them, like Maccabees. Yeah, like I said, they're historical books. They are. So it is, Maccabees and all that. That is a historical event. But that doesn't necessarily mean just because something's history doesn't mean it's scripture, I've been playing a couple blockchain games recently. One is real estate trading. The other is a trading card battle game like Hearthstone. All the items are blockchain entities. Yeah, I've been wanting to make a blockchain-based card game. I have that game Pangea that, I made it a board game. Okay. Originally, it was a board game. It was actually called Shades of Vermilion. And then I wrote it up as a white paper to turn it into an internet card game like 12 years ago. Something like that. So I wrote a game doc for it. And then when we started getting into wanting to make games again, I took Shades of Vermilion. I took the card game or the internet card game, and I turned it back into a board game, Pangea, which the kids love playing. I wish I could find all my parts for it. And then we were gonna we actually, when we had, or my friend had the Terraria license, we were gonna convert it into a Terraria game, but that didn't pan out. Oh, actually, I should talk to him. But I would love if somebody knows blockchain programming and all that kind of stuff. I would love to take Pangea and turn it back into a blockchain card game, because with using NFTs, be right. If AT&T and Disney are going after NFT art, is the end result going after commissioned art of their IPs after all the dominoes tumble? That's an interesting thing. Let me see if I can find DC editorial art print contract. Let me see if I can find this thing. DC actually allows that. DC has a contract that allows talent to sell prints at conventions. I wonder, how long ago did I get this talent agreement? Talent execution. I don't know if I can find it later. Maybe I'll post it somewhere. I don't know. I was thinking, what? If you're allowed to sell prints via the talent agreement with DC, I don't understand why they'd stop people from selling NFTs, except for the fact that it's so much money that DC wants it, because DC's not making any money. What is NFT? I missed that live stream. Well, you can watch it later. I don't want to go into all of it again. I'll find the numbers again and get them over to your Twitter in regards to NFT power. Figure that seemed a little high. And you know what? It's stupid expensive right now to mint NFTs. I went to go mint one, and it was $169, and I'm like, I'm not doing it. It's just crazy, right? So once Ether has some second layer solutions or moves to ETH 2.0, the price for minting NFTs will be dirt cheap, and the market will probably be flooded with artists and creators putting up NFTs. So Mark posts 54,595. Helping. Talking smackabees. Isaac making sassy faces. Isaac, were you making sassy faces back there? He said no. He denies you. My wife has wanted that Mr. Bean card game of yours like forever. Oh, P Money. I know. You know what? They're doing something else. I believe they're working with an actual game company. I do still have a few decks of it though. I'd probably just have to send you one. I might be able to do that. Maybe. Did I ever play any RPG game books in the 80s? D&D? Just a little bit of D&D back in like 7th grade, something like that. Not a whole lot. Calliope, please just, I don't want, we only have 4 minutes before I have to get to the scriptures, so please do refer back to what is an NFT, the previous video. Two questions. Are there any good blockchain games on Android? What is an NFT? For what is an NFT, please go watch What is an NFT. It takes more time. And I bit my tongue yesterday, so I'm kind of having a hard time talking. I didn't realize, because I haven't been talking a lot, I didn't realize what talking for half an hour straight would do to the soreness on my tongue. Good blockchain games on Android? I don't know. I honestly don't. My kids say hi to everyone. Good night. They're going to bed. Good night, P Money kids. Mini monies. Is the Pangea game about trying to neatly connect the continents via continental drift? No. It just see, my idea is that the pre-diluvian world was Pangea, right? One earth, one ocean. That's Pangea, as described in the Bible. The land mass, and then it was split up post-flood. Maybe partially during the flood. Yeah, it's not pleasant, Mark Anthony. So, yes, thank you for posting the NFT video. You're killing me. You're killing me. Both the blockchain games I'm playing are browser-based. Yeah, and there's one called Decentraland, which is sort of like MySpace and Second Life. Not MySpace, Minecraft and Second Life. Hey Isaac, did you ever do anything with your Decentraland?
What?
Remember you opened up that Decentraland account, right? The 3D block, the like Minecraft blockchain game.
What about it?
You have an account on there. You never did anything with it. All right. Let's try to get to the scriptures, if I can. I feel like I've got the COVIDs or something. Let's try to get to the scriptures. I'm so sorry. My tongue is really bothering me now. I've been talking for this long. I feel like I got marbles in my mouth. We were in King James Bible Online. We are in 1 Samuel 22? Is it 22? Let's see what 21 was. Oh no, I think it's 21. Let me check a previous episode. Previously on cross-examinations. Let's see. 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Chapter 21. All right. I should just put it in the title. I'm all confusion. Drop. All right. Sorry. Sorry. I wonder if there's some other way I can talk without grinding the bit part of my tongue against my teeth. It's like the little swole scar is like really annoying me. How many verses is this? Oh, good. It's only 15 verses. Thank you, Jesus. All right. Then came David to Nob, to Ahimelech the priest. And Ahimelech was afraid at the meeting of David and said unto him, Why art thou alone, and no man with thee? And David said unto Ahimelech the priest, The king hath commanded me a business. Oh, sorry about that. Ah, you the guy who draw cartoons. I do draw comics, yeah. I'm champing at the bit to trade. No, I'm trying to not bite my tongue again, because I'm so accident prone. I don't even know why. I'm just I'm constantly hurting myself, and the thing is, I have like super sharp teeth. I know I'm almost 50 years old, and my teeth are still like super sharp, like a flippin' teenager. And so when I bite my tongue, it's like a vampire dug into it. It's crazy. Oh, maybe I should have been grinding my teeth all this time. All right. And David said unto Ahimelech the priest, The king hath commanded me a business, and hath said unto me, Let no man know anything of the business whereabout I send thee, and what I have commanded thee. And I have appointed my servants to such and such a place. Now, therefore, what is under thine hand? Hold on a second. Give me 5 loaves of bread in mine hand, or what there is present. And the priest answered David and said, There is no common bread under mine hand, but there is hallowed bread, if the young men have kept themselves at least from women. And David answered the priest and said unto him, Of a truth, women have been kept from us about these 3 days. Notice he said us. I don't know what David's thing was with the women's, but that's just that's an indication that David might not have been quite as Oh wait. No. Dave, wait, how many wives did David have at this time? And does it make you unclean to have been with a woman? I forget. We'll have to go through Leviticus. And David answered, These 3 days since I came out, and the vessels of the young men are holy, and the bread is in a matter common, yea, though it were sanctified this day in the vessel. So the priest gave him hallowed bread, for there was no bread there but showbread. And it was taken from before the Lord, and put hot bread in the day when it was taken away. Taken from before the Lord. So you guys remember this is referenced when Jesus is, what was it? When they were picking corn, which is corn. By corn, they literally mean wheat, like the corns in wheat. But Mike, say a lot of words that begin with T. They're killing me, man. And then, the Pharisees were like, why do your blah blah blah? Why do your followers, pick corn on the Sabbath day? And he's like, do you not remember David when he ate the holy bread, the showbread? They get so caught up on the Sabbath, the legalities. Now a certain man of the servants of Saul was there that day, detained before the Lord. His name was Doug, an Edomite, and the chiefest in the herdmen that belonged to Saul. It's probably like Doge. Oh no, it's the Doge. And David said to Ahimelech, And is there not here under thine hand spear or sword? For I have neither brought my sword nor my weapons with me, because the king's business required haste. And the priest said, The sword of Goliath the Philistine, whom thou slewest in the valley of Elah, behold, it is here, wrapped in a cloth behind the ephod. If thou wilt take that, take it. for there is none other save that here. And David said, there is none like that. Give it me. Keep in mind, this is Goliath's sword. Goliath was 9 feet tall. Even if this was like a one-handed sword, right? That thing had to be monster big. So David's like, I'm like picturing anime David with Goliath's gigantic sword. Right? I don't know, man. Look, I've been listening to this, to First Samuel over and over and over again while we're doing this. Going through this, and man, I am just so focused, or so visualizing David less and less as like the king and the shepherd, but as this like ultimate warrior dude, right? He like goes out and he kills 200 Philistines, for their foreskins. He goes out and he just decimates armies. He wipes out, man. Now he is equipped with the Goliath sword. And so if I ever draw this story of David, this is what I'm going to be focusing on. It's like him being like super warrior, bad, shut your mouth, right? Like that David. And then just being the greatest warrior. And then David has his mighty men who are like the 300 greatest warriors, right? In the world, that do just phenomenal feats. And I don't know. It seems like something that would be a lot of fun to do, but I have so much other stuff I want to get to, like Animal Farm. There you go. And David arose and fled that day for fear of Saul, and went to Achish, the king of Gath. And the servants of Achish said unto him, okay, this is where the transition, there's such an odd transition. And David arose. All right. Scene. Next scene. David arose and fled that day for fear of Saul, and went to Achish, the king of Gath. So he went to Gath. Totally different location. And the servants of Achish said unto him, is not this David, the king of the land? Did they not sing one to another of him in dances, saying, Saul hath slain his thousands, and David his 10,000s? And David laid up these words in his heart, and was sore afraid of Achish, the king of Gath. Thank you, R2D2 for life, for the super chat. NFTs are non-fungible tokens. See previous video. Thank you. And he changed his behavior before them. Okay, this is slightly out of character for the super warrior. Then again, he is, for some reason, going to the king of I believe it's a Philistine town. And feigned himself mad in their hands, and scrabbled on the doors and the gate, and let his spittle down upon his beard, fall down upon his beard, and said Achish unto his servants, Lo, ye see the man is mad. Wherefore then have ye brought him to me? Have I need of a madman, or have I need of madmen, that ye have brought this fellow to play the madman in my presence? Shall this fellow come into my house? So, obviously, the answer to that question is no. And I so apologize, but I have to stop the stream. I'm seriously keep biting my tongue over and over again, and it's killing me. I don't. Yeah, I wish I had something better to end on. So the king of Gath didn't want David hanging out at his house. Sorry. This is terrible. Pray for me. Pray that my tongue feels better by tomorrow. This is really not. Take thine weak skidoo out of here. I know, I'm just like, Ting Shui says, he was commanded by God to have all the foreskins of a certain people be cut. And that night, as the man lay in pain, David's army went in and slew them all. No. That's a different story. Ting Shui. There is another story about that wasn't David. I think it was one of his sons, because one of like the son of the king or whatever of the other tribe, he wanted to marry Dinah. I think it was Dinah, one of David's daughters. And so they went and they made that deal. It's like, well, if you want to marry her, then all of your men have to be circumcised. That was a different story. Mike, go drink some tea. I know I got to do something because. All right, thanks for praying for me. Stop biting your tongue. There's not nutrients. I'm aware. It's just it's too big maybe my mouth's too small or my tongue's too big, but it's really bugging me. So for those of you who want to know what NFTs are, please go watch the previous video. Thank you all for being here. God bless you. I apologize for the short show, but I'm in pain. So God bless you, and I'll see you later. Oh, like, subscribe, share, do all that fun stuff if you have not already.